What is going on, guys? It's been a good weekend. Been a crazy weekend. But we are live. Let's see who popped in already. We got Fat Boy Fox was here. Rich, Downhill Daddy. Oh, Fat Boy Fox again. Hey, what's going on, Mustang guy? How you doing, sir? Man, you keep getting those pieces. You know, you get little pieces for the 65. It just brings it makes that thing more lively looking. It's pretty neat. So, hey, what's going on, Rich? Yeah, we had a good weekend. It was a good weekend. And that's how you gotta do it. I mean, that's how I felt with the. That's how I felt with my MGB. It was a very slow process coming back to life. That thing, man, talk about slow. I was working on that thing since like 2017, and I didn't get it running until 2020. That was running. Now, the new owner's painting that thing, so I'm curious. Three days of rain. Yeah, we just started getting rain today. It just started pouring. Should put out some grass seeds. I'm hoping it doesn't wash it away and then actually grow some nice grass. Thanks for asking, Fat Boy Fox. He's actually doing really good. It's amazing. It's definitely made a difference. So initially, guys, my son had an eye that would cross in. Did surgery and they loosened the muscle too much, so it went drift away. So now they're locked on. So he's doing great. And it was actually funny because I had my mom slated to help me ride back so I could sit next to him and keep him calm, watch a movie with him, stuff like that. He didn't want that. He wanted me to drive. He's a funny kid. It's funny like that. Man, it is really raining here. So I got a couple things to talk about today. And we've only got 6 people, but we can hit some minor things. Well, the Fox body looks pretty good with these spacers on the wheels. Put 1/4-inch spacers on, and I'd say the amount it protrudes from the well is perfect. The problem I'm having, here we go. I appreciate it, Mustang guy. Hey, Tim. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it super fast. Yeah, he's doing good. He's back to normal. It didn't take him long to get back to normal. I took a little nap in the car, woke up, good to go, like nothing happened. That all went well. I got his post-op coming up soonish. Guys, we got those new wheels on the car, and then I realized that the tires I put in front, it's kind of weird. So they have 225 50 17s, and then there was 245 45 17s. So the 50s were way too big. I had them up front on accident. I didn't realize they weren't all the same, and they're hitting the sidewall. Well, I moved those to the back, and I put the 45s up front, and I'm still hitting the sidewall, even with the spacers. Or not sidewall, I'm hitting the wheel well, the front of the wheel well. I'm not sure if an alignment would help me out. It needs an alignment, but it's still rubbing, so I'm trying to figure out what to do. It rubs a little bit. But I love the way the wheels work, so I don't really want to get rid of them. Obviously, that's another thing. They were on a Fox, and I asked the guy. He said he doesn't think it had anything special on there. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Anybody with Fox body experience? What could cause 17-inch wheels to rub? I mean, here's my question is, if I go down to a 245/40 instead of a 45, Is that too skinny a tire? Is that going to look stupid on these rims? That's what I'm worried about. I don't want it to look dumb. Let's see who's coming in. Broken Tools here. What's going on? And I appreciate it, Mustang Guy. Yeah. So that pits video was super frustrating. That boss video. So that boss video, guys, was supposed to be live this past weekend. I tried uploading it 4 or 5 times on Sunday, and it was corrupt. The file was corrupt, and I spent painstaking time going through the clips to find the corrupt file. And unfortunately, one of our loyal subscribers, Mr. Yellowhammer Garage, I did an interview with Mr. Brody Strouth, who's a good subscriber, and I did an interview with Yellowhammer Garage, right? And just kind of help them spread their name a little bit. And unfortunately, Yellowhammer, out of all the clips I filmed, and I filmed a lot of clips to make all these videos happen, Mr. Yellowhammer's video, Mr. Connor, it was corrupt. So I had to pull the entire thing from there, and I couldn't include him in the video. I felt pretty bad about it too. I even put it in the write-up saying, hey, check out his channel, because I felt pretty bad about it. I was trying to get him out there, get him a shout out. There's not a lot of Boss 302s out there, so if I can help other Boss 302 content creators, then why not, right? I mean, that's kind of my thing, right? Let's see. Tim. Hey, Tim. Not much, Tim. How you doing? Yeah, the height of the tire. So we're talking about the sidewall, right? So the sidewall will go from this down to this. So I'd have less height in the tire overall, because you shrink it down on the sidewall. Am I understanding that right? Maybe I'm uninformed. Who knows? I appreciate it, Broken Tool. I've been trying to really, I don't know. It's kind of hard to do, especially, So I was at that show, and I was keeping 2 eyes on my boys. I mean, luckily my dad was there, but the priority for that entire show was to have a good time with my kids, right? So I was just filming clips, and I was like, if I film enough random little clips, I'll be able to piece something together. And so that was pretty much the premise behind that. The next video, so I got 2 options. I could finish out my pits roundup. The next one's not Mustang related at all. We went to the NASCAR Speed Park, and that was just the video of me and my boys having a great time, and my dad, and we had a lot of fun. And I'm going to put that up. Some poor unfortunate soul felt my wrath on the Intimidator adult course. Yeah, so if you haven't seen that short already, I put some poor guy straight into the wall and set him up for a pretty epic wreck. So yeah, check that short out if you haven't seen it yet. I don't know if it's on YouTube, though. I might not have put it on there because I don't want to put the music with it for my son to watch. It's on TikTok and Instagram, I think. What's up, Salty? Salty, I don't think I said hello. What's up, Salty? So my 65 has 205, 60, 15 up front because I can't go any wider. Really? See, I mean, maybe it's a width issue. And that sucks because these wheels look good. Like, the tires fit the wheels perfect. 245, I'd say, is just right. I mean, maybe maybe what I gotta do is just put the restrictors in on the God bless, steering linkage. Or the rack and pinion. Saying hey. So garage as well. Yeah, the middle number is sidewall height. That's what I thought. Good hope it's you. It's waiting for the rain. 3 days coming. Yep. So I've been thinking. We got a lot to talk about, especially the 2,000 subscriber thingy. But I think the next mod I want to save for, because I mean, we're kind of in the process here of this Fox. If you guys have seen the pictures I've been posting, especially with these wheels, and I put the tonneau cover up over the top, This thing looks good. It's a good looking little cruiser. It needs some paint correction for sure. But I've ordered this SEM trim paint, like rubber / trim paint, I think it is. And one of the next projects is going to be the headlight buckets. And if those come out good, I watched Brutal's video on, or not Brutal, it was House of Dula, I think. House of Dula's video on the buckets. So I'm going to paint the buckets. I want to paint them black. If those come out good, I'm probably going to do the trim on the car too. And we'll see how that goes. So that's my plan right now. It's going to involve a lot more work, sanding and such. And I'm definitely going to have to be careful. I'm going to pull the boss the heck out of the garage. It is not going to be anywhere near this when this is going on. So I want to get the buckets painted. That's like my budget project. The next, I think, big expense I want to save for, I'm thinking right now, is because I would like to be able to drive the Fox in rain. And since I have no back window, I think I'm probably just going to bite the bullet and buy a new top. That's probably my next big purchase. And then I got to figure out how to install it. And I've heard that is a nightmare. Diabolical 58. Hey, man, I appreciate you hopping in here. Hope you're doing well tonight. It's all good, but I kind of slipped in. What am I missing here? Oh, you're talking to me. Okay. I appreciate it, Mr. Diabolical. Thank you, sir. You enjoy that dinner. What are you eating? I had a good steak yesterday. Today we went to a pizza restaurant for son's friend's birthday. Is it hitting the inside or outside? It's hitting the inside. Wait, you're talking about the tires? So if you're looking, all right, hold on. Here's a good example because I happen to have the spare out of the car right in front of me. All right. So when I turn the wheel right, the inside edge of this is hitting the front inner fender. All right, or either direction. I guess it could be this side too. Now, if I turn it all the way, the sidewall can still hit the inner fender. I'm not positive that I am hitting the inner fender still. I mean, I think I am. I was initially, but I think the spacers might have helped with that a little bit. Thank you, Mopar. I appreciate it, man. It's, all right, I guess we can go and talk about that. So it is really crazy. Starting out doing MG content, and then people like, hey, why aren't you filming your boss? And so starting to do some boss 302 content. And I mean, a lot of my stuff is most of my stuff is centered around just things I'm doing anyway, things I'm going to do anyway. I'm going to do it with my boys and having fun. And I love having home movies, and these are like super awesome home movies that I enjoy watching my own videos. And so that's like my number one thing is like, well, I enjoy watching it later. And the fact that it's got up that we just hit 2,000 subscribers, it blows my mind. And I really can't thank all you guys enough. I didn't know, I never expected that this would grow even this big. And it's still going slowly. I'm very happy with how my channel is right now. Like if it were not to grow anymore, I'm very happy with how it is. I love doing this. It's a lot of fun. I like coming on here, talking to other car people who know more than me. I learn a lot. And this is kind of not forcing me, but it's driving me to learn more and more and more. And that's what I'm really excited about, especially for this Fox project. We got this HO 302 motor here. I can't wait to start diving into that. I still got a couple other things I got to do first before we start tearing into it. And actually, maybe that should be my next expense to start to save up some parts for that. But I do want to get the Fox covered so it doesn't get wet either. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But I really appreciate all you everybody who's subscribed and just watches the channel in general. Like, there's a million there's a million things people could do. And the fact that you're even just taking the time to watch some of my content, I appreciate it. And I know, like I say, I'm never going to be a person that says, hey, you must watch all my videos. If you watch it, great. I appreciate you taking your time. Time is very valuable. I 100% understand the value of time. My time is extremely valuable to me when I'm at work because of what I do, right? Sometimes I have been away from my kids for long periods of time. So I cherish all the time I get with them. And that's kind of part of the reason I film this stuff. A lot of that stuff with them, I can see it. But, you know, so I'm never going to tell people you must watch my stuff. I ask, you know, if you know, I do share it out. And if people watch it, great. But, you know, it doesn't hurt my feelings if someone doesn't have time to watch it. I get it. That's what I'm trying to say, I guess. The 40 is 40% of the width. Huh. Interesting. All right. Mopar, sup, bud? Rich, you beat me to it. And then we got some other stuff to talk about that 2000, don't we? Involves that red car right there. Great minds think alike. Tip. So Fat Boy Fox. Oh, man, I'm so far behind in the chat because I went off my little diatribe here. What's up? All right, let's get going. All right. What size tires on it? So the fronts right now are running 245, 40, 245, 40, 245, 45 17s. The backs are 225, 50 17s. The backs are definitely, they appear taller when you put them next to each other. They're skinnier, but taller. Sounds like a width is the issue. Well, when I had the 225s up front, it was even worse with those 50s. Mr. Gary, how you doing, sir? Thanks for hopping in here. Put a radiator and trans cooler, cleaned up the engine bay and wiring. Nice. Yeah, radiator and trans. I did a trans cooler in this. I did a radiator in the Fox too. You know, that's a big, that helps a lot. I appreciate it, Randy, man. Thanks for having it. Randy, big shout out to Boosted 931. He was the guy who helped me get monetized to begin with. You know, I was like creeping in on the number, and he helped me put me over the top. So, you know, I'm never gonna forget that. And he's still kind of, I love talking to Randy there. Especially, I love talking to all my fellow vets on here, honestly, but I appreciate you guys. Let's see. Broken Tool, nice. Super fast truck. Hey, buddy. We're saying, hey. Hey, David, what's going on, man? I said hey to you earlier, but I guess you had to hop out for a second. Welcome back. Saying, hey, man, lots of haze. I'm gonna scroll past these haze, guys, unless I haven't seen you already. Street Fox, what's going on? Boosted. So right now, while I'm scrolling, we hit 2,000. So that means that the missus has got to learn stick shift in the Boss 302. And she knows. And we're just trying to figure out the logistics of it. I think she just wants to probably get it over with. But, you know, I've got something I had worked out for that video that I got to wait for it to come in before I could film it. Before I could at least release it. I could film the actual lesson, but I got something else that's going to be a little funny side piece that I'm hoping you guys will enjoy. I ordered something specifically just for this moment. Broken Tool, I got to swap out my rear axle on my 80-cent Ram Charger for sure. Grip one I got. Okay. I got to swap out my rear end from a 7.5 to an 8.8. Gary said, hey, I adapted my 77 Aspen radiator, fit the 85 Ram Charger. My other one died. There you go. Adapt and overcome. That's funny. It's aspect ratio. Let's see. Well, dang. Be right back. All right, let's see. Broken Tool, I have a few spare for mine. LOL. We're saying, hey, Street Fox. Someone going to learn to drive stick? Yep, Mrs. is going to learn to drive stick. And I have to get some babysitter. We have to figure it out. My kids, we're going to probably send the oldest boys to their grandparents, and then we'll find somebody to babysit the baby for a little bit while we do that lesson. But, you know, I'm impressed that she even wants to learn, or she's even willing to learn. So I'm I'm not going to be giving her a hard time. You might, so any reaction you see from me is going to be, I don't act that kind of stuff up. So any reaction you see, if there is a reaction, it's going to be honest, and it's going to be me, like, if it'll be like pucker factor, or something like bucks or something like that. But it shouldn't be too bad. The good thing about the MGW is when you're in gear, it's securely in gear. And the good news is we got the Calimer Stage 3 right next to me in case anything goes wrong. Now, my question is, after I do this lesson, should I put the Calimer in, or should I just keep the stock one in and drive it NA until the stock one goes out? Because the Calimer will always be here. I got oil in it, so it's not going to go, like, nothing's going to go wrong with it. I could probably wrap it up just to make it safe, but I was just thinking about that, and I don't have a big power adder yet. So should I go ahead and start putting miles on the Calimer, or should I just hold on to it? I'm kind of leaning towards waiting until I save up enough for a supercharger one day. Never hurts. I mean, stock one still shifts fine. It whines a little bit, but nothing wrong with it, right? Let's see. What's going on, Matt? Sublime is here, and he's going live right after me, whenever that is. Sublime's been going live like every night lately, racking up those watch hours. Sublime. I appreciate you, Randy, man. I appreciate you. I think all military guys, for the most part, unless you really hate someone, but everybody sees each other as brothers. But I appreciate it, Randy. Right back at you, bro. Let's see. Tim saying Street Fox. Man, we got everybody saying hey to each other. I'm trying to keep scrolling here, get caught up. Sorry if I'm going like really fast through these guys. I'm just trying to get caught up. Sean Ryder. Mr. Ryder's been making some progress on his new Mustang, so it was good to see. Appreciate it, Sean. Thanks, man. Let's see. I need to rebuild my 88 8.8 in JYM. What's JYM? Supply G500. What's up, my YouTube friend? I put a 7.5 by the road for scraps tonight. Yeah. For scrappers. Man, you talk about scrappers, man. On trash day, we got the vultures that come through my neighborhood. Like, you can tell they don't live here, and they come through with trailers, and they'll take anything that's out by the street. Yellow Hammer Garage. All right, hey, everybody, real quick. I owe Mr. Connor from Yellow Hammer Garage an apology. I did everything I could. So the last video I uploaded today, guys, it was supposed to go live on Sunday or Saturday or Sunday. But Sunday, I tried to upload it 4 or 5 times, and it kept not working. Kept getting failed to process on YouTube. And the reason, unfortunately, was I did a meet and greet with Mr. Yellowhammer here, and we talked about his car and the video file. Out of all the videos I shot from pits, all of it, I shot a lot of clips. He had the only file that was corrupt, and I had to pull the file. And once I did that completely, the video was good to go, processed fine, video uploaded, and it's on there now. So I feel bad, Connor. If you guys aren't subscribed to Mr. Yellowhammer Garage, go check out his channel. Someone please post his link. I owe him one, because I was trying to give him a shout out in that video. But I tell you what, man, I had a great time at pits. Met a lot of great people. It was definitely, like I said, I think last live stream, it was very humbling when you have other Boss 302 owners coming up to me and coming up to you and like or anyone come up to you, right, and tell you they appreciate they appreciate your content and stuff like that. That was kind of cool. And then I've met a couple people that said they've bought bosses after watching my stuff. So I thought that was pretty neat. I don't know. I didn't really, you never really think that I'm just filming stuff for fun. And I never thought it would like influence anyone's decision. So it's pretty fun. Yellowhammer Garage. Hey, buddy. Everybody has to learn stick at least once in your life. It should be rite of passage. Well, that's true. And the other thing is like, right, what if I have a heart attack or something? I guess I just pass away by the side of the road. No, she's gonna learn. It'll be great. And if she learns stick, then I could do a T5 in the Fox body. Gives you a reason to upgrade. Yeah, it gives me the reason, but that's only if she nukes the trans. Would have kept 7.5 in mind, but got a new edge 327 with limited slip for 100. Ooh, that's a good deal right there. $100. What's going on, LGL Turbo? Yeah, man, he was appreciating all the. There was a lot of there's definitely more gotta have it greens at pits that I saw than any other color. Gotta have it green 13s, and I was surprised with how many 12 Laguna Secas were there as well. And Sublime's getting them hours. That's true. You'll forgive me if I forget. I didn't get a Christmas card last year. I don't know if I want a Christmas card from you. Who knows what would be inside of there. And I don't have to worry about you forgetting. You forgot to send me my hat too, so you've already forgotten my Christmas gift you could have got me. Hold on to it as long as the stock clutch and tranny works. Well, I mean, I'm not going to sell it. I would hold on to it. But what I'm saying is, should I keep running the stock one right now since I'm not running big power? I'm still on a stock tune. More subs, fast. You got to skip through. I'm learning. Honestly, this is my normal number, right? We usually hover. We usually hover from high to mid 20s once we get bumping. So this isn't anything crazy. I'm just talking too much. Hey, my YouTube friend, Mr. Makwan. Junkyard must. Got it. There's a really nice 89, I think it's 89 Fox near me. It's another convertible. It's been in the garage most of its life, but the top is torn. The guy's selling it for $4,000. It looks like it's in really good shape. It's in Hubert, North Carolina, if anyone's looking. Schmuck one, hey. Nah, brother, you don't owe me anything. I will appreciate that thought, though. I do owe you a shirt, though. And I haven't forgot, and I promise you, I'm sorry it's delayed. It's still coming. We're trying to figure out what vinyl we got and what we can get, because we don't use junk vinyl. We like to use the stuff that's going to last a long time, and that's been working for us already. All right. Oh, Yellowhammer Garage. Funny story. So we got home and we put the stickers on. My oldest boy put your stickers on his Power Wheel. Then my middle child, he had the one that was the front end profile of your car. Well, he lost the one for the Roadrunner. It's in my garage somewhere. I can't find it though, and he is losing his mind. He was free. There was a whole temper tantrum for an entire weekend because he lost your Roadrunner Boss 302 sticker. That's what I deal with here. Deal Turbo Proline News. There's Yellowhammers. There is Yellowhammers. All right, you got to wait a second now. I got to pin it, right? Let's see. Hold on, folks. Let me hop in there. When it loads, I'll pin it. All right, I was pinning the first one I saw. I know David posted it first, but I just hopped in and there it was. All right. So, got it pinned. Yep, Yellowhammer Garage. Check him out, guys. I did want to feature him. He's a good guy. He gave my kids some stickers. They love that kind of stuff. Simple things to make them happy. And he bought a shirt. He came up to me and bought a shirt. So I owe him a shirt. Which I'll get it to you as soon as I can. Let's see. What's up, Ken? Just want to probably say, hey, I appreciate you, Ken, man. Appreciate you, man. Gotta do some collaborations now. Yeah, I've been, there's only a couple. So there's one big YouTube channel near me, and like some of you guys might know who he is. If you guys know the YouTube channel, Clapped Out, CLAPD out. This guy's named Rye. He runs he was running a crazy fast SN95 at the strip for a while. And I think he might be running another one. I think he sold his old one, but he's real, a local guy. I love his videos. He got some good videos. But he's local to me, but he's so big. He does other things. Like he's friends with Finnegan. He has a podcast with Finnegan frequently. So he's a big deal around here. And, I'm just a little peon. So I'm going to stay in my lane. There's other YouTube channels, but, I like to do stuff with people I'm like-minded with. I'm probably going to do something at some point with Mustang Girl and her. I've actually got a couple of people who want me to review their car. So Mustang Girl wants to get her car on there so she can kind of tell the backstory of it because her car gets a lot of hate because it's not a couple things. It's not exactly school bus yellow. There's a couple things different about it than other bosses, and it's because it was they saved it. So get her on there at some point, save her to talk about her car. And then I've got quite a few Fox Body guys locally who want to feature their cars too. But I tell them all, you might have to put a car seat in the back so we can take the boys too. Where's my number one detailing critic? The bushes aren't safe. Why would you say what's my point, channel? Gary, one day you're going to have a pretty sweet Fairmont you'll be driving around. Yeah, guys, Tim's posting some good channels out there, so check those out. Taught my stepson to drive stick. Wasn't too bad. When I learned, I wasn't explained the clutch dynamic properly. Basically figured it out myself. I learned on a great car to learn on. I learned on an 87 Toyota pickup. It's a great car to learn on. Very basic. I'm not highlighting that comment, Matt. We don't promote that kind of stuff in here. Nope. Not on my watch. Stupid Fast Trucks channel. Hey, later, Ken. Obligation intent. Take care, man. Appreciate you. Yellowhammer Garage. Dang Yankees. LOL. Yellowhammer Garage. He's not a Yankee. Are you talking about me? LOL. I'm glad they liked him. If nothing else, well, I know he'd like it. I'm gonna find it. It's here somewhere. I don't know where it is. The wind must have carried it off the shelf and it got blown somewhere. It's probably under one of my storage shelves or something. So we get some pretty nasty gusts of wind and it'll blow stuff off my shelves all the time. What's up, Maniac? How you doing, sir? The Maniac. I appreciate you, Shopcat. Thank you, sir. And it just takes time, man. It takes time. Yeah, I got a video coming from, and this is going to be, my next video is going to be the NASCAR Speed Park with my kids and my dad, and that's going to be more for me to enjoy. I hope you guys like it too. I did, unfortunately, for some poor soul. They have a quarter-mile car or track, right? And these are all really slow cars. They had a quarter-mile track and these little fake NASCARs that you sit in and they'll put the top down. So it looks like you're in a mini car and you basically feel like you're running a high speed track, even though it's this teeny little track, right? And they go for the whole nostalgia thing where they send a pace car out there to help pace you through your first lap before they send you green. And as soon as they went green, I picked the lane and I was in the very back. I was trying to split these two cars and you can't see anything behind you, at all. Anything that's right here and back, nothing. Can't see it. And this guy did not see that my lane was down below him, and he cut right in front of me, spun him out, crashed in the wall. As soon as he crashed in the wall, immediately he got T-boned by another car. He got rocked. That guy got rocked, and I felt pretty bad about it. But it was You can't hear my comments in the video, unfortunately. But I put a clip up on that on TikTok, I think, and maybe Instagram. But I put the ludicrous move song up too. It's pretty funny. Pretty funny. But yeah, we got that coming up. And then my boys, Leighton got to drive a go-kart for his first time at 7 years old. So that was an exciting moment for him. And I caught that on there. He didn't want to get up, man. He wanted to stay there. We had a good time. Hey, you know what, man? You say that, but you got good stuff. You got some unique stuff that a lot of people don't have. You've made custom parts for your own car. I think that's kind of cool. So you know what? You got to put you up there. What's up, MJI? Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, Mr. Maniac. Hey, later, David. You have a good night, sir. Thanks for hopping in here. Let's see. Let's get caught up. Later downhill. Thank you, MJI. Thank you, sir. Yeah, it's kind of cool because we got. Let's see. I want to do before. I do want to do Foxtoberfest. That's like the one big show I want to do for the rest of the year. I'd love to make it up to Ford Nationals. I just don't see it happening. And Foxtoberfest, I can't see them both. But I want to do Foxtoberfest because it's pretty local. It's semi-local to me. It's a couple hours. I do have a friend who's volunteered. He said that they missed out on so many parts deals last year that they're bringing a trailer. So he said, you know what, just drive your car, and if it breaks down, he'll help me. So worst case scenario, my car will get there via trailer. Best case scenario, gets there when I drive it. So I want to do that. But before I do that, I want to get a new top for it so I can actually not worry about rain or anything like that. So I need to get a new top. That needs to get installed this year. I got to figure out this wheel issue with the tires rubbing still. I'm not sure what's causing it, but we'll figure that out. But I tell you what, man, this Fox looks good. I'm liking how it's looking. You know, for a $2,000 car. It's looking good. We're going to paint these buckets, get them back to black, make it look a little more aggressive. And then I got some custom artwork I want to get done for the hood for my buddy, if he's willing to do it, and if I can afford it. But, you know, I think it's going to be, you know, it's not going to be the prettiest car, but it'll be a good-looking car. And I'll be proud to drive it. I am proud to drive it how it is right now. I wasn't running when I got it. But it's slow, and that's what this motor here is for, and we're going to work on that too. Got some big things coming this year, guys. And I think, like, you know, so right, we just hit 2,000, and, you know, the logical next goal is 3,000, right? But, like, I think that, you know, you got to set it. You got to set your next goal for something that you deem as your actual next milestone. So in my eyes, I think my next goal is 5,000. I don't know how long that's going to take. That might take multiple years. Who knows? But that's my next goal, 5,000. Wonder where Northern Mustang's been. I've seen him on. I've seen his content. He's been posting some content. Man, I start talking and I get so far behind. Frank 3 Stang, what's going on? Let me get caught up again. All right, guys, if you guys are just saying hey, I'm going to scroll past it unless I haven't seen you in here already. What's up, Carmob? I'm a Yankee too, Mr. Mach 1. If I get back into like a hockey locker room, you can hear my Masthead accent come out. I'm from Northern Connecticut. It's kind of weird. Probably, like, if I started talking to Boss Man too long, maybe my accent would come out. Who knows? But I don't think he's like, is he from Connecticut? I'm not sure. I feel like his accent's not strong enough. See, 8% hit a mob. I'm going to head back to Hey, appreciate you hopping in here, Yellowhammer. You have a good one, buddy. Man, we're getting some monsoons outside right now. Gonna have to do that Briggs & Stratton swap on that little Mustang. You know, I'd love to do that kind of stuff if I had like the metal for fabrication and the space that I needed to store it. I keep thinking I got no room in my garage, and I keep finding room. Like I still got the 5 stars stacked up over here next to my trailer. The shop vac used to sit where the tires are, and now it's just sitting on top of the tires, kind of blocking my TV that's in here. I got the engine sticking in my back right now. The heads are on this desk right next to it, along with the intake manifold. I am running out of garage space. I need a shop. That's what I need. No, I can't make Ford Takeover, man. I can't make it. I know I'd love to make it. I went out to Pigeon Forge, guys. Pigeon Forge was an 8-hour drive for me. And that's it, and I think Jackson's like another 5 hours on top of that. That is a lot of driving. My wife, yeah, nah, that's not happening, guys. I wish I could. Sorry. Appreciate it, Midnight Road. Thanks, sir. Oh, man, I'm all about budget builds, dude. I am, those wheels, guys, those wheels that I put on this Fox body, if you don't know already, I got those for such a good deal. I needed new tires anyways. And the tires that are on those are like, 2 of them are like, I'd say 60 to 70%, but 2 of them are like brand new. And I got the wheels and the tires for like $400. So that was a pretty good price. I needed tires anyway, so that was something I had to do. It was a safety issue. The tires that were on the 5 stars, they were brand new, but the car sat for so long that they were just showing some dry rot, and it just wasn't safe. I had to get them off the car, especially if I was going to go do those cruises anymore. Yes, sir. Mr. Mob is also on the road to 3K. Built under budget. Okay, Sean, I got you. From Maine. Yeah, my brother lives up in New Hampshire right now. He used to have a Mustang. He sold it to buy a Tundra. Monday 86. Hey, appreciate you, Monday. How you doing, sir? Yep. I'm excited. It's pretty cool because we still got so much to do, so much content coming for the Fox body. Now that I've kind of got the boss, we've made some big changes on the boss. There's still more to do. I do want to do that rear bumper swap, I think, at some point, but it's not at like the immediate level for the priority list. I do have a LED light swap video coming. I had a company reach out to me and send me some LED lights to try out. So we're going to try them out. I told them straight up, I said, if they're crap, I'm going to tell everybody they're crap. And I get you probably won't send me anything else. That's cool. But I said, like, I don't put junk on the boss. And so I'm not going to just like pander to your company if it's junk. So I pulled them out though. They seem like they're pretty decent. We'll see. Not sure if you saw my hello. Okay. Oh, Mr. Mustang guy needs one more for 250. Somebody help him out. Mega love shout out. That sounds super weird. What are you doing in here? Don't be saying stuff like that. HPR. Yes, HPR. I mean that's a smart move in my. I would have changed it already as soon as you open that business. It's branding, spreading that brand name. What's up, Brody? Brody, I enjoyed meeting you, sir, at Ponies and Smokies. Glad we were able to get you some screen time. Unfortunately, I was just telling everybody Yellowhammer's video got corrupt, so he's not in there. Ooh, we're getting some thunder. Oh, there you go, Tim. In Memphis now. I don't know what's going on with YouTube because I lost a bunch of people this morning. I've gotten most of them back, but it's just weird. It fluctuates. I don't. I try not to dwell on it. Back when I was back when you're below, when I was at the lower channel and when I was below, I think when I was in like the, anywhere from like 100 to especially 500 or so. That's the subs they hit kind of different. So I used to actually like notice it when you get a good size drop. You're like, man, that really stinks. And now I just kind of expect it's like a checks and balances system. I kind of think that, I lost a bunch of them. Maybe it's like YouTube has to process them, make sure they're real channels, because most of the time they seem to come back pretty quickly. So I just kind of imagine that they're still there and that maybe it's just they're running them to verify that they're real. I don't know. I don't know how it works, honestly. When they lose them, I try not to lose my mind over them. I was supposed to go to pits, but my son wasn't feeling good. Couldn't go without him. Hey, no, MJ, I understand, man. And I thought and that's right. I thought you said you were going. So I was looking for you. But no worries, man. I hope your son's doing better. Look at that. Look at that Mustang guy. You're getting growth all over. I would do a YouTube channel, but I figured that no one would understand my South Georgia language. No, you'd be good, man. All right. So what else do we need to talk about? Let's see. I'm not even sure we're going to do a next Fox Body cruise, but I'm excited to get this thing out there because now it doesn't look so. I don't know. It looks good with these wheels on. Looks good. The boss, we just put 1,000 miles on it on that pits trip. Over 1,000 miles, and it did great. No issues. 10-year-old car. I had to do a lot of work when we got there to clean it up, though. That's Proline, not MJI. But yeah, I'd love to do what boosted 931's got, guys, one day. One day that'd be like the ultimate goal, is to throw like a Coyote in this thing. But that's way out there. Honestly, I think I'd rather Pro Char. I'm not sure I don't know. Coyote swapping a Fox would be awesome, but I've always wanted to put a Paxton on the boss. Paxton or some sort of supercharger. I knew what you meant, Randy. I knew what you meant. So I'm curious. I'm trying to think of like how long I think it's going to take my wife to learn stick shift. Like, will she learn it just like that, or will it take a while? I'm not sure. I think she might do better than I think. All right, let's see. What else is there to talk about, guys? Because I can't think of anything else. I think I might open up the stream here in a second. Whatever you want to do, MJ. I'm not gonna tell you have to bring it out. It's your car. I know my kids love seeing that kind of stuff. So we still just got a coordinated date. That way I can I gotta be able to give my wife heads up. As long as I can give her heads up that, hey, this is my plan, no big deal. But I'm excited about that. I still got to finish. I have started painting them. I've painted one. So I made a really big mistake. I painted one, and I didn't finish the other one. I sanded it down. I'm going to have to sand it some more, prime it, paint it. But I accidentally put it. I opened the garage one day because I had them outside, and I put them right under the rear of the Fox body. Put them under it just to get them inside the garage. Completely forgot. And I started backing out, and I dragged them. I drug them on the ground. Scratched them up. Didn't damage them, but scratched them up. So I got to repaint. I put another coating of high temp paint on it. One of them. I was right. That's right. I told you, man. I was like, that knob looks like an MGW shift knob. There's another guy you could verify with is Camillo, Ciamillo, I think. George, he owns MGW, and he's in the boss group, I believe. And if you took a picture of it, you can be like, hey, is this MGW? He'll be like, yep, that's MGW. He's very responsive, too. I've talked to him before. Yeah, and as soon as I talked to you and you said you weren't having issues with lockout, I tell you what, Brody, you change out that you do that stainless clutch line, man, you're gonna be it's gonna be perfect. Unless your clutch is pretty worn down, but you put that new stainless clutch line in with that MGW, I bang through gears in that thing. I got no issues. Let's see. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the stream because I think I've talked about what I want to talk about. Anybody wants to hop in for a bit? We can chat. And I got some stuff I got to knock out tonight. Appreciate you, Denzel. Thanks, sir. Denzel, I don't think I've ever seen you in here. So thank you for hopping in the stream. Welcome. Got a good group of Mustang people in here, and we do this every Tuesday. Yeah, I watched House of Dula's video on the painting of the buckets, and so that's one of my next projects. Have a good night, Tim. Thanks for hopping in here as always. I had a sponsorship opportunity reach out to me, and if you guys look them up, you should look them up on Instagram. I think they're called literally LED All the Things. It's called LED All the Things, and they reached out to me and they wanted me to be a sponsor or something, but they wanted to like give me a discount on one of their LED kits, and basically it's one of those kits that like lines all the trim inside it would basically line all the trim inside the boss with like LED lights. And I was like, man, I don't need my car looking like Tron. All right. This is I'm not into that. I was like, I appreciate it. I don't buy things or I don't need to discount things I don't want. Hey, have a good night, Randy. Take care, man. LOL, that's right. Yes, for sure. But anybody wants to hop in, the link should be pinned. Go ahead and click it, and you can feel free. But yeah, so I didn't do that. Let's see. I'm still waiting back. There's one guy who supposedly had some. I've seen 2 sets of Cook side pipes come up for sale. One, the guy's ghosting me. I don't know what's going on there. Probably moving on from me. And then the other one's in Charlotte, and he's only doing local pickup. So I guess if he has them in October, I'll get them. I got to figure out where I'm staying if I go to Foxtoberfest too. I'm not sure where is the best place to stay. I got to figure that out. I might do another Airbnb, maybe. Airbnb seems to be more cost effective than hotels. Just got to make sure I don't stay in like a not so great neighborhood. Well, right now, Denzel, it's not tuned. I've got the Parnelli Jones cold air intake in there, and I haven't really talked about this, but the previous owner of that Parnelli Jones cold air intake, he RTV'd the choke. There's a choke in there to put it stock airflow. He RTV'd the choke in there, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that out of there. And if I can't, then I might not tune. I might have to get a different intake to tune it. Yeah, Sean. I mean, that's what it's for, man. Hop on in. Well, I appreciate that, MJI. I might take you up on that one. I have to see if the guy even has them still. Let's see. What have I done with my? No, you're good, man. You're good. Appreciate you hopping in. So let's see. I bought the car in 2017. It already had the MGW race spec shifter on it. We'll talk about all the mods, even the dress up parts. So I put various dress up parts in the engine bay, right? Valve covers, radiator support radiator cover. Got sponsor provided some strut covers, custom strut covers. Got battery cover, and all sorts of chrome bits for all the reservoirs. Let's see. Got a part. I started out with a Roush. Cold air intake, and we've upgraded to a Parnelli Jones carbon fiber cold air intake. It's a very rare piece for the Boss 302s. Hard to find. So I got one of those. That's on the car. I started out with SLP Loudmouths axle backs. That was the first mod I did. And I've just recently, before I went to Ponies and Smokies, I swapped it over to Roush's. If you don't know, Denzel, the bosses have side pipes. And inside the side pipes, there's a resonator. I cut the side pipe resonator out. Let's see what else. I think there's more. I just can't think of it right now. I've got lots of mods waiting to go on the car. I've got a Calimer Stage 3 transmission. I've got a McLeod RXT clutch with an aluminum flywheel, but I'm probably going to sell the aluminum flywheel and buy a light and steel. I got a BMR safety loop, and I've got a Ford Racing aluminum one-piece drive shaft. So I got lots of goodies waiting to go. The drivetrain is going to be built and she'll be ready to go. I want to put a blower on it at some point. I don't know when, because I don't have the money for that right now. And I'm getting out of the Navy soon, so I'm not trying to buy crazy expensive things right now. But I'll change those oil pump gears once I decide to get a blower, so I can make sure the motor. Because once I do that, change the oil pump gears on the Roadrunner motor that's in these bosses, they're set, man. What's up, Sean? Sorry.
That's all good.
I was talking.
Yeah, my stuff's all been so I did that hood, which was the aluminum, and it's all they corrode underneath the paint. So I knew I had to get into that a bit. But the kid that had the car before put the Shelbys have those the slatted louvers in the hood.
Yep.
So he had put those on, and they were backwards and stuff too. I had to pull them out anyways, and so doing that, buffed it right down to the aluminum, and then painted it, and then I left the sides aluminum and clear coated the crap out of them. So that worked out. And then for the actual so when I bought the car, it had the charging light on, so I figured it was the regulator in the alternator, so I had to replace the alternator, which worked out okay. And then the starter, freaking starter goes the first week I had it, and my fiance had it out, and it didn't die on her, but when she came in, dropped it off, I moved it into the garage, it wouldn't start again. So I'm great.
How many miles are on it?
It's only got what's it in miles? 190,000 kilometers on it. So I don't know what that is in miles. Figured it out before.
100 and
around 120, something like that. Okay. Anyways, but so there was an 07, mine's an 05, and there was an 07 in a couple towns over. So I went out there. I picked up that gauge cluster. So the gauge cluster in mine didn't work. So I swapped the 07 in, and the 07 had it also had, my 05 only had the speedometer, the RPM gauge, the fuel gauge, and I think oil pressure.
Yeah, the 07 added 2 gauges.
Yeah, so the 07, when I put it in, it clipped in, and now the other gauges work too. So that was awesome. They fired up and they work properly. So I don't know if it's just the computer was there for it or what, but I have 2 extra gauges that I didn't before.
That's cool.
The only thing that sucks is that has the TPMS light on, and the original, the 05 didn't have TPMS light. So got to fix. My buddy's got a shop that he might be able to get in there, but I've read on forums that you might just be screwed. So
Just put a Sharpie over it. Just
Yeah, right. Tape or
stencil it in.
Or something like that.
I appreciate you, Big Block. Thanks, sir. Thanks for hopping in here.
So with that starter I picked up, the actual the housing for the starter doesn't fit. The 07 doesn't fit the 05. It's different.
Yeah, there's a couple changes on the cars from 05. Yeah. That's what I think we were talking about that when you were looking. There's a couple minor details that are different.
Yeah. So I tried swapping in case it was the solenoid from the starter.
Yeah.
So in and out, dropping that starter and then swapping solenoids. I must have done it like 6 times. I ended up just buying a new starter for it. Brand new starter was like just over $100. So it's not terrible.
You said so yours an 05, right?
Yeah.
So if you hold down the unlock button, your windows should go down.
The unlock button?
On your key fob. If you click it and you hold it down, the windows should go down by themselves.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I only know that because my car did it. And
cool.
They stopped doing it in 07 because they got buggy, I guess, on some people's cars. Mine never got buggy. I did it all the time.
Cool.
Or maybe you don't want it to mess around with it. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah,
I did with it. I messed with it all the time.
But yeah, other than that, I got a bunch of stuff ordered. My skirt, the front skirts came in because that one was missing the original one. So it's got the holes and stuff for it, and the bumper itself isn't cracked or nothing. So I can use the original holes. So I'll throw that in, waiting for my louvers and my spoiler. But
what spoiler you go with?
I just want an aftermarket aluminum one.
So like almost like not a ducktail. What are they called? What are they called? I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about.
But it's pretty gaudy, not gonna lie.
Nah, it's all right. It's your car, man. That's what's great about Mustangs. You can do whatever the heck you want. There's so many parts for them.
Yeah, that aluminum, it looks pretty good. Like for the hood,
yeah.
Polished it after clear coating. I don't know how it'll stay because it's freaking aluminum, but the clear coat I can always just remove it and paint it if I need to. But it's cool. It's got I tried to do the swirl pattern as best as I could, so it's cool when you look at angles and stuff. It looks pretty decent.
Yeah, they brought it back. They brought it back, Big Block. They brought it back. I know that. What was I about to say? Shoot, I lost my train of thought. I forgot what I was going to say. I had something to say. Threw myself off. So, what parts are you waiting on?
The spoiler and the rear louvers. The O2 needed to be replaced. That's the check engine light was on it. So I ordered those. Those came in today. So I got to take it in and get those swapped out. I don't want to try doing it myself because it's exhaust. They can break. So, but he's got a shop and the proper tools. So I'd rather risk myself, the headache of having it snap off in there, right?
There was a, no, it's not Boosted Denzel. There was a company, gosh, I can't remember what it is. If anyone who went to Ponies and Smokies, maybe you'll remember what I'm talking about. There was a company that sold these like splitter kits or splitters. They had side splitters and front splitters, and they were like hardcore metal. Like if you got hit in the shin with it, you are going to get, well, first of all, like it would hurt if you dropped it on your own foot. It is substantial. And I think I don't know what's got it. I'm trying to think what the name of this company was. But like you're not saving weight on them for sure. They're just look like they're durable as hell.
Yeah. I almost put my I got a small truck, like my big truck, my F-250. I've also got a bush guard for a smaller truck like a Mazda or a Ranger. Yeah. And I'm tempted to throw it on the Mustang.
So Proline back in the day when I had an 05, and this might not work for you. There's a stuff that was called let's see. I sanded it down, I wet sanded it down, and then I bought some paint touch-up kit. And somebody's probably going to say this is not what you do. Don't do what he just said, and that's fine. But this is what I did because I didn't know better, and it worked out great. It came out looking good for me. I I sanded down the one because I had a couple bubbles. I sanded those little bubbles down, wet sanded them. And then I got this paint touch-up kit, and I touched it up, and then I got this stuff called Langka, Langka blob remover, and you rub it on like this cloth, and you put it like wrap the cloth in like a credit card or some flat surface. And you basically buff out the blob to where it's flat and flush with the paint, and then you polish it all. You can put a layer of clear on if you want it, or a little dab of clear on if you want it. But I just buffed it out, and you could never tell I even had bubbles. But you know, those aluminum hoods, that's a pretty common deficiency. They all bubble. The oxidation happens under the paint, and you can't stop it.
Yeah, so that's why I stripped it like right down to the aluminum, and you could see like the pitting where it started inside of the aluminum. So I mean, if you tried doing anything over top, like it's corrosion, right? It'll just eating itself and starting all over again. So
I thought about using it for when I was having that issue. I was considering at the time using it as an excuse to to upgrade to like a not a carbon fiber hood, but you know, one of those true fiber hoods or fiberglass hoods, just as weight reduction, and call it weight reduction, and then get something kind of cooler looking.
Yeah, that's like if I were not, again, it looks, because it's silver right now, and I'll probably end up painting it. I do want to paint it or wrap it school bus yellow, but as it is, like, it looked good with just getting it right down to the aluminum. But again, with the clear coat on there, it still might start corroding underneath that, and I'll have to strip it down and do it again. So
yeah,
all the forms and stuff, I could see a lot of guys, they go with the fiberglass, or if you got the money, the carbon fiber.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll see how that is when I get to the point of actually doing like a good wrap or paint job, because I don't want it starting again. It doesn't matter when I, sanded it down and did it myself. So if it starts to corrode, it's like whatever, not a big deal, because it's not permanent. But yeah, it's all the forums and stuff that I read about it. It's people try doing workarounds, and there's like stuff you can do, but once it starts corroding underneath, unless you like can strip it right down and seal it up good. Like I'm in Canada, so like that constant temperature change and all that stuff, it's almost guaranteed to corrode at some point. So
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you can do to stop it. Those hoods are just problematic. Denzel's asking, would I trade my Boss for a 1314 Shelby if I got a chance, or Boss for life? So that's kind of a tough question, right? I've got a lot of personal memories with my Boss and my kids, so I could not get rid of my Boss for it. I want one really bad. I want a Shelby bad, but the Boss is a cool car, and I'm happy with what I got, especially all the things I've been able to do with it. No, I wouldn't sell the Boss for that. I'm hoping to buy a Shelby at some point. But honestly, so back in the day, I was actually going to look at an 05 Shelby, or an 08 Shelby when I bought the Boss, and I never drove the Shelby. I just drove the Boss, and I was like, I'm buying this one. I wasn't even looking for the Boss, honestly. Uh-oh. Closed it all down. There it goes. Let's see.
All right, I'm going to hop off the stream. I'll stay in the chat and stuff.
I know where, Sean. You have a good night, man.
But yeah, that's what I've been doing. Just cosmetic stuff and figuring out the little electrical issues. And
so what did you do to the wheels? Are the wheels painted, or are they
no, a buddy of mine, it's funny you were talking about with your Fox body. A buddy of mine in town listed his, and I got them for like $300. So those are touring wheels, but they're like a 16. So I got to get new rubber on them. The rubber on them is good. It's just too small. Like it looks kind of off to me, but I want to get white lettered wheels on the outside anyways.
I ran on my S5 or stuff. On my 05, I was running 18s. I was running the Bullet 18s that came out on like 07s. 07s came out with not a chrome. It was a polished aluminum, I think, Bullet wheel. And I found a set of those. And that's what I ran.
I like the trim that it came with, and I think those are 17. But I don't like how they're like the aluminum. I like it when it's black.
Yeah.
I'll powder coated at some point. But I do want to leave like I like it when they have like a beauty ring, right? So a little bit of aluminum showing or whatever. So again, down the road. But in the meantime, I got these for $300. They've got good tires on them now, and it definitely better than it was before. So
and you're making fast progress, man. It's pretty cool.
yeah,
You're making a
but
lot.
it's everything. Like my buddy, when I was posting stuff, he's like, "Hey, I got these." And it's like, crap, hell, I'll take those. And like again, hammered out that hood in a weekend, and parts are all coming in and ordered, and yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, I'm happy for you, man. I can't wait to see you driving that thing.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna hop off. I'll stay in the chat.
All right, later, Sean. Hand rubbed lacquer, Rich says. Junkers, what's going on, sir? Hey. For Blue Gauge, how you doing, man? Hope you're having a good night. Let's see, what time is it? I want to make sure I give Sublime GT500 enough time to go live. All right. So, I think we talked about most things earlier here. So I don't really have much else to talk about unless some people wanted to hop in and keep her going for a little bit. Usually I get ambushed and people try and keep me to stay on. I felt bad. So last live stream, Stupid Fast Truck, right before I officially hit the end broadcast button, I had the thing open so I didn't see it. Because when you open the end broadcast, it blocks the chat. Stupid Fast Truck dropped the $5 super chat to keep going, and I didn't see it, and I clicked the end broadcast button. So kind of dealing with a headache. I hope you feel better for it, Blue. Just come in. Hey, thank you, Sally. I appreciate it. You and Paul have been great friends here, so I appreciate that. Oh, and there's Paul. I think Sublime's going live. He's been going live every night, so they want another live. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate you, brother. Oh, I guess we could. I gotta figure out what I'm doing. But we do have those giveaways coming, and I guess I could pull them out real quick. I'll show you guys again. These are very basic giveaways, and there might be some more things added. All right. So obviously I have some shirts, which you guys won't see here. So we got these are my. All right. I think I told you guys this. Let me preface this before I show you all. I let my sons pick out these giveaway items, guys. My kids picked these out, and they're very happy about it. So, first item is a 69 Boss 302 model kit, because we're all kids at heart, and I would love something like this. So I figured everybody else would. Next thing, we got two of these. More Brailsford Rides official Boss 302 merchandise models. Okay, that's what this is. It's an official Brailsford Rides toy. All right, so we got two of these guys. And I figure people like putting these on shelves and stuff. So, we've got Boss 302 Man Cave art. Let's see what else. And and this is probably going to be some people's favorites. I love this one. I had to buy one for myself. And so I'm pretty excited about building this one when I get time. We got a 1990 LX50 drag racer. So we're going to be doing some giveaways for these things. Not sure how, when I'm going to do it. Probably going to do it the same way I've always done it. I'm really, you know what, guys? I'm happy for whoever's here. And It's a lot of, I don't got a lot of time to put a lot of effort into a super long-winded giveaway. So I'm going to kind of do it pretty basic, do it the way I've been doing it. I'm lucky to have the time to do what I do on here. So hopefully you guys like those. I know they're very basic things, but, this is not a greatly lucrative channel here. So this is just me showing my appreciation. Hopefully you car guys like this car stuff. So there you go, Sean. Yeah. Maybe you'll win that one, Sean. You got a few of those. Just had one back in the day. All right. Yeah, so we got those things coming. I'm not sure when I'm going to do that. It'll probably drop. I don't know. I got a few videos lined up that I need to blast out and get done. Got the last video from Ponies and Smokies with the go-karts with the boys. I've got the LED video for the Boss 302. I got to finish up the header restoration for the Fox body. I've got my wheel issue video for the Fox body that we've been trying to correct. I got a lot of stuff I got to knock out. I'm so far behind. It's just finding time's hard to do. Time is valuable, like I've always said. That's what I figured, Salty, and honestly, it made my sons happy to be part of it. So they got to pick it out, and they know what it's going to. So that's kind of cool. Now, granted, when I let them pick it out, I also had to let them pick something for themselves. So my oldest son picked a P51 Mustang. That was his pick. And then my middle child, Maddox, tried to pick. So Maddox has about four or five Boss 302s already. Those little, that exact kit. He's got a bunch of them. 2 of them are not functional, and 3 of them are still good to go. But he wanted another one. So I'm like, no, I'm not buying another one. So I had to heavily suggest something else. So we finally got a SRT Challenger. No, Rich, I haven't had time to do that yet. So that's still on the to-do list. I got to save some money first to get the thing over to the machine shop. And then before I put the work into that, I want to start, I want to make sure I can start saving up for a rebuild kit. Yeah, I want to get a rebuild kit. I'm not sure what I want to do on this HO motor. I was contemplating a 347 build. Not sure. Might just do a 306. Seems to be probably in alignment with what I want to accomplish. Not sure yet. Can you show the broken bolt hole? I sure can. Ugh. Hold on, guys. Let me stow my prizes. I'll put them right back where they went. I'll be right back. All right. All right, so the broken bolt hole. All right, I'm trying to see what you guys see right here. So whatever goes around this bolt just snapped off. And it's funny. I was at a let me get out of the sun, out of the light. I was at a car show yesterday where a guy basically did the exact same thing, and he repaired it by he basically got some aircraft glue and he glued it back together. Yeah, we're getting rain right now. We're getting some nasty rain. Hopefully it helps my grass grow, though. Is it? It might be. I mean, yeah, that might be the one that holds that on. I'd have to look at my other motor. Now I got oil and junk all over my hand. $317 for strength. Okay. Nickel rod. Well, it's not a block. It's just a bolt hole. But I should have took a picture of it because you guys would appreciate that. I should have took a picture of it. I mean, that's all good in theory there for Blue, but once she start leaking, gets enough pressure in there. You kind of need the AC bracket bolt hole. Welding shop charged me $20 to fix it and tip 20. Oh, I would. Yeah, heck yeah, man. If he charged me $40, I'd tip him 20 if he fixed it nice. Most guys don't have that bolt hole. Only 5 bolts and only 289s. And old 289s have 5. Move on. Mac was telling me, the guy who gave it to me, he was telling me it could run without it, but, I don't know. No, it's not a bill housing bolt. No. It's the other side. It's like it's along the water jacket. Or it's like a timing cover bolt. I thought it was a bell housing bolt when he was explaining it to me, but then once I went and saw it, no. Man, I'm getting tired, guys. Might call it quits here in about 6 minutes, unless something happens. Is there still threads in the block part? Yeah, there's still a few threads. But it's just the bottom half, right? It's easy to fix. Don't sweat it. I imagine you need another timing cover, right? So they can line it up. You need the bolts and a timing cover so they can make sure that when they fix it, it's right. Man, we're getting some nasty weather. Hey, Sean, take care, man. Have a good night. Oh, man, I'm tired. What's going on, Princess Jamie? Hey, Street Fox, I appreciate it, sir. Thank you. Yeah, definitely was not expecting that. It's pretty cool. Okay, cool. Oh, I don't know. So that means I gotta pop the hood for the Fox and compare. I'm not sure. I just gotta compare. It was 100 in early April. What a day. Dang. That is hot. And then you got Michigan's getting snow. Let's see. Let's see. There's Sean. Y'all go live for this. Still want to shoot. Shoot. I try and keep it pretty clean here. Oh, my signal is dying too, it looks like. I appreciate it, Salty. Thanks for hopping in here, man. Salty has been voted to go live. All right, guys. So I am going to get off here in about 2 minutes, and we're going to kick everybody over. If anybody wants to keep talking Mustangs and car projects or RCs or swear words, we're going to go over to Salty's channel. But that being said, guys, everybody, I appreciate all of you guys being here. Everybody I've been talking to over the past, it's been officially 2 years now since I've been doing this. So I appreciate everybody hopping in, man. I never really thought I'd grow this much, and I'd even grow at all, really. I wasn't doing it for that. I was doing it to document an MG build initially, and car stuff with my boys. So, I don't really know what to say. Appreciate everybody. Thanks, War Blue. Thanks, Mustang Guy. All right, we'll go ahead and end it, guys. Everybody head over to Salty, and I'll probably pop in the chat. But I got some work I got to knock out tonight. Have a good night, everybody. Oh, what is this, man? Something popped up on my screen. I can't close it. There it goes.